I'll just say this, an anesthesiologist and a five-star diamond coach. I don't know if you've heard this joke probably a million times. I don't know if that means you can do this in your sleep or not, Lauren, but that's probably,
I have heard that. You're not the first.
You're not, oh, dang it. I usually like to be the first with bad humor, so. Well, listen, welcome to the call, and congratulations to all of your success. But so you have a real interesting background, just from the fact that, you spent all of that time investing in going to medicine, becoming an anesthesiologist. You're the breadwinner in the family. Something brought you to Beachbody. What was it?
Yeah, no, I have a very strange, unique path to Beachbody, but I finished my residency training for anesthesiology when I was 29, and I came to Beachbody at a time where most people would not even assume to ask me about Beachbody, much less think that I would be willing to give up completely anesthesiology for coaching. And the reality is that I had been practicing anesthesia for 6 years on my own, making awesome money, not going to lie, you make good money as an anesthesiologist, but I originally went into medicine because I wanted to help people. And I know that sounds cheesy and cliche, but most people, when you start med school, you have the bright-eyed, bushy-tail, I want to help people and I'll become a doctor. And by the time that you realize that there are so many other ways to help people that don't put you in over $200,000 of debt from med school, it's too late. And I got to the realization of, okay, well, at least I like practicing anesthesia, because there's a ton of people that get into medicine that hate their job. And, I was finding myself every day in the OR seeing these people that had been practicing medicine, or an OR nurse or OR tech, that for years that just weren't happy and not fulfilled. And I didn't want to be that person, because I knew that I still want to help people, but I had been exposed to helping people via health and fitness in a very unusual way. My ex-husband now, he was military, and so we got stationed in northern Japan. And northern Japan had basically no good dance fitness classes. So I used to be a dancer. I wanted to grow up to be a backup dancer for Janet Jackson, no lie. But I decided I could just do this on my own. So I started teaching a hip-hop dance fitness class in Japan. We were there for 3 years, and the only reason I started this YouTube channel was ultimately to help the people that I had formed a community with in Japan that were reliant on me to get their health and fitness and stay motivated. And I didn't want to leave them just by themselves. So we recorded all of these choreographies, and I put it on YouTube. And I got a taste of truly fulfilling my passion, because not only was I helping people, but I was using my God-gifted talents of dance, of being a personality that is encouraging, that uplifts people. And I've always been passionate about fitness. I mean, I was a 16-year-old lifting weights in the gym. So I've always loved fitness. And all of a sudden I got introduced to this, and this was it was filling my cup. And I remember even back in the first year in Japan, people asking me, would you ever consider giving up anesthesia for this? And I truly didn't think it was possible to make a living that you could pay the bills and pay your lifestyle via fitness. And I got back to the United States in 2012, and we were stationed in OKC. And that was when the epidemic of obesity and it slapped me in the face. And I remember almost every single patient that I would put to sleep having the thought, man, if I could only gotten to them years ago, I would have been able to help them. But it's a feeling of helplessness. And then coaching came around. And this is one point that I want listeners to take away, because I started wanting to know what coaching was because of the human touch, not human touch literally, but the human interaction, because it wasn't me watching people and their posts of their six-pack abs and them doing workouts. It was people reaching out, the human touch of, hey, Lauren, why aren't you a coach? You're essentially already doing that. Because in the meantime, from the time that I launched my YouTube channel back in 2012 to the next few years, it grew like massively. And I was essentially helping people without getting paid, but already coaching them. And so, of course, like many listeners can probably relate, I was like, thank you, but no thank you, because I thought that they wanted to make money off of me. But the more people kept reaching out to me on a personal level, like via Facebook Messenger, not just posts that you want me to reach out to, I started to be curious about it. And so I started to do my own research and realizing that, wow, okay, so a coach actually does exactly what I do. I'm helping people with exercise, but I'm also helping them learn how to do good nutrition and good supplementation. And the fact when I realized that Beachbody had the same standards that I do when it comes to ingredients, because I had learned on my own quest how important the foods that we put in our body are, because in medical school, we don't get any nutrition. We learn how to treat people with prescription medicine, procedures, and surgery, and we are not taught how to naturally heal the body. And so this was all aligning with what I represent, but I wasn't getting paid for it. I was making good money as an anesthesiologist, but I didn't think that I could actually do what I'm passionate about and make money. And the moment that I realized that, it was that aha moment, and I haven't turned back since.
So that's an amazing story, and I think a lot of people will probably say, well, okay, so Lauren, obviously a very bright, articulate woman, talented from an ability to communicate. What can I replicate that Lauren is doing? Because my sense is, even though all of those pieces fell in somewhat naturally, or you created that, there still came a time when the rubber, hit the road, where you had to start inviting, where you